So I just had a chance to read through the new story shard, and I know it's no DLC or novel, but it was 18 pages of awesomeness. It sees a combined force from the Swords of Sangheilios comprised of Sangheili, Spartans, Ungoi, and even a Jackal Sniper, which I thought was pretty cool. There are some cool lore implications from this as well. We know this takes place shortly after the events of Halo Outcast, taking place in early 2560, during the time when the Master Chief was adrift around Zeta Halo. So to set the stage, Atriox felt a little slighted by the Arbiter during their meeting on Netherop and began to target the resources of the Swords of Sangheilios, namely the rare crystal native to the moon of Sangheilios, that being Needler crystals. We see a familiar face return to the stage, which I thought was also super cool. The ship mistress named Maki, who we first see for the first time in Halo 5. We also see Spartans specifically detailed to a joint task force between the UNSC and the Swords of Sangheilios. They're named Fireteam Joragumo, along with the Swords Special Operations Forces, while they infiltrate a Banished operation. Next, we learn something that I also think is pretty cool. The Arbiter even allows Ungoi to be shipmasters. To my knowledge, it's the first time in the Halo universe that we see such a thing. A Special Operations Force consisting of 2 former Ultra Elites, 4 total Spartans, and 1 Jackal Sniper. As they enter the facility, things quickly go sideways as the raid starts off. A lengthy engagement ensues, and we see one of the Elites nearly die to a gravity hammer, only being stopped by a Spartan jumping in the way and taking the hammer directly to the back. The Brute escaped, however, when a Phantom arrived with reinforcements, with the task force retreating before the assault could really even begin. It really shows how serious the Banished threat is in the galaxy right now. We see an interesting callback going all the way back to Halo the Flood. Orna Folsomi, now the shipmaster of the Ghost of Baralon, which we see in the first story shard. Orna Folsomi was actually in the Arbiter's fleet in 2552, when they followed the Pillar of Autumn to Alpha Halo. After the war, he vowed to continue his fight against humanity and join the Banished. In an awesome finish to close out the story, the Ghost of Baralon's captain gloats as the task force retreats. He closes his remarks to Ship Mistress Maki by saying simply, "Tell your fleet master that Let Volier sends his regards." The same shipmaster we see here, owner of the Banished assault carrier, enduring conviction before it was taken down by the Spirit of Fire. A lot of awesome threads here. Sucks we don't get more game content, but for people like me, I eat it up. Catch you next time, Spartans.